How can you supercharge your ChatGPT prompts? By prompting rhetorically. All good prompts boil down to elements of the rhetorical situation: author, audience, purpose, text, and context. The author is the person or entity creating the message, and this could be the individual using the AI or the organization responsible for the content. The more information the AI has about your goals, knowledge, and values, the better it can align the content with your intentions. Start your prompt by telling ChatGPT what role or persona to adopt. Don't worry too much about how you tell it to do this. You can say, act like a nutritionist. Or, imagine you are an eco-conscious fashion brand. What's important is that you're specific about the author role or persona you want it to adopt. You should also define your purpose. What do you want the text to accomplish? You can state this as the command you want the AI to follow to generate the text. Just be sure to use the right verb for what you want to do, and again, the more specific, the better. Let's say I work for an eco-conscious fashion brand, and I need to write a persuasive blog post. Write a persuasive blog post encouraging readers to embrace sustainable fashion choices and discuss the environmental benefits of eco-friendly materials. This one powerful sentence gives the AI 3 important pieces of information in a straightforward format. Verb, that's the instruction or command for the AI. Genre or format, that's what the text should look like, and any conventional patterns of organization and other elements readers will expect of the genre. And purpose, what you want the text to ultimately accomplish, the impact you want it to have on your audience. What will really help the AI target the text is a description of the audience. This is what most prompts leave out. Who are you trying to reach? What are your audience's beliefs, values, desires, and fears? What do they already know or believe about the subject? How much do they actually care? As with every other part of the prompt, the more detail you can give, the better. It's also a good idea to explicitly tell the AI to target the text for the audience. Aim the blog post at young fashion enthusiasts who are interested in living an eco-friendly lifestyle. At this point, it's important to describe the format of the text you want the AI to generate, as well as any specific content requirements, such as information you want it to include or even emphasize. Notice I've already used the term blog post twice in the prompt, so the AI is going to know exactly what genre to write in. If you can, always specify a genre because this gives the AI the right pattern of organization, style, and other elements. I don't want to give it any other formatting requirements, but I have a few things I want the content to emphasize. I'm going to say, the blog post should highlight the positive impact of sustainable fashion choices, showcase innovative eco-friendly materials, and provide practical tips for integrating sustainable fashion into everyday life. This is also the time to tell the AI if there are any particular formatting requirements you want. A bulleted list, headings and subheadings, anything that might affect the appearance and length of the output. Finally, include any additional context that will help the AI shape the text. In rhetoric, context refers to the environment of a message, how culture and significant events shape responses to those events. When giving AI context, we want to let it know if there are any other factors it should consider when shaping the text. I might just tell it to consider the growing interest in sustainable living right now and the audience's desire for fashionable yet environmentally responsible choices. And I'm going to go ahead and hit send. And there you have it. It looks like the blog post has all the things I asked for, especially what I told it I wanted the text to include: sustainable fashion choices, innovative eco-friendly materials, and tips for integrating sustainable fashion in everyday life. You can see it's also doing its best to speak directly to the audience I specified, fashion enthusiasts, and it even includes these little green icons that could be published with the post. Now, if the output still isn't quite how you want, just give it another command to refine it. And I think this is the best feature of tools like ChatGPT. You can keep refining, keep chatting with the AI, clarifying what you want it to do. It will remember everything else you've told it in the conversation, so you don't need to repeat these lengthy prompts. I'm going to ask it to revise the blog post to use the company name, Greenies. Now, ideally, I would have given the AI specific information about Greenies already when I specified the author, but I didn't think about giving it the company name, so I can just have it included in the revised post. What's really impressive is that it doesn't just add in the company name in the final paragraphs, where the original output left a placeholder for a name. It actually drops the name all throughout the post, which is good for branding and search engine optimization, not to mention making the post seem a lot less generic. And there it is. A well-targeted, well-crafted article I could post on a blog created in less time than it took to think through the rhetorical elements. So the next time you're struggling to get ChatGPT to produce the kind of content you want, remember to think through all the elements of your rhetorical situation: author, purpose, audience, text, and context. You can even list all the information in your prompt in separate paragraphs. ChatGPT can handle it. Then finish off your list by giving the AI a clear command to do something with the information you just gave it. I recommend drafting the details in a document first, and then when you're ready, copy and paste your long prompt straight into ChatGPT. And don't be afraid to rearrange and revise your prompt until it works for you and the AI. Here's a prompt for a newsletter article aimed at educators to promote literacy in underserved communities with the specific aim of attracting volunteers for a community reading program. But remember, ChatGPT will make things up, like these stories of Sarah and David. We can use these as models for the real success stories we want to capture. But unless we've given ChatGPT those stories to tell, it's just going to invent some to show us that success stories would be really helpful here. We can, of course, include our own success stories as part of the contextual information to include in the prompt. Or we can ask ChatGPT to revise the success stories of Sarah and David to use the stories of 2 other students we give ChatGPT now in our instruction to revise. Please revise the success stories of Sarah and David to use the following student information instead, and then I could give it the details I want it to use. And it revises these 2 stories to use the details I gave it. Hopefully, you're seeing what a powerful, flexible tool ChatGPT can be for helping you craft content for any purpose. But the AI still needs a human to guide it, because only you, the author, really know what it is you want to say and why. I hope this video has helped you do just that. Please be sure to like it if it has, and subscribe to get more videos on writing in the age of AI.